Go for the Yuasa Stock 1000s. The red flag as soon as he clears. Everything's good from the back. Stefano Mace is going to put the visor down. He's going to start middle of that second row. Who's going to get the start in that big right-hand turn one? Jeff May. Jeff May with a good launch. Not sure what happened with Hayden Gillum, but he has been having some electronic difficulties and wanted to go old school, but I think he missed the jump that time.
Yeah, but he's already worked himself up to 4th or 5th, so kind of limited the damage. And everybody made it through turn 1. There's a lot of guys thrown into there, but Jeff May got a good start. Michael Gilbert right behind him. You see Hayden Gillum making moves already.
Trying to put the pass. They can help themselves, but he's not jiving with that thing too well. I think it works even better because instead of starting in 7th or 8th, we're seeing him up there in 3rd and 4th, even on his misses.
Yeah, I mean, even that was, not the greatest start from where he was at, but he's right there with the leaders, where Atlanta he fell down to about 10th, and that really makes it difficult, especially at a track like Virginia, but that's hard to pass. Your head down and try to break the pack up so there's not a lot of, guys battling, passing you into turn 1, and he did a really good first lap. See Jeff May, the motor of that Honda looks good. We'll see who wins the braking battle. Looks like Hayden Gillum.
Holy smokes, out of nowhere. Just when Jeff May, I thought he was there, and you see Hayden Gillum shoot right in between a sandwich there, and that's an awesome ability of being able to shut that bike down really fast.
Yeah, you get that double draft, and look at him. He's already trying to make a bid for the lead, but Jeff held him off.
Disrupt.
Just right there in the middle. Luckily, they were kind of separated, but just got that draft and let off the brakes a little bit and got the spot. But you see Jeff May, he was a little bit better.
May Atlanta last year, he was burning up that tire because he just didn't know how much to manage it. Now he takes over that lead once again just by pushing so hard into turn 1.
Yeah, really good on the brakes into turn 1. I don't know if he held it. He did hold it, but with the electronics picking up the slides, it's going to save your rear tire. When you don't have any traction control, you're just going to be spinning a lot more, and that tire is going to get really hot, and it's going to go off a lot quicker than the other guys who has their traction control really picking up that spin.
All these guys
just no practice before you jump on the other one, and you just have to really figure it out quick.
Did you see
Looks
that?
like Hayden Gillum has a problem.
Yeah, he just raised up his hand. Like guys, if they're pulling in the pits or into the exiting the track, they'll kick their leg out. But he was raising his hand going like, hey, watch out, something's not right. And it's some type of mechanical, and that is unfortunate for Hayden Gillum.
He's still fighting, though. He's just made another pass into 3.
And when we see that, sometimes maybe a little bit of a loss of power, and then it picks back up again. There's Travis Wyman making a pass, getting by Max Girardo.
And that's why you keep
100% on that racing line going into 1 when he was lacking power, because somebody could absolutely Rambo him because he's going much slower than they're expecting. But yeah, oh, what a save. We got a side saddle. Ezra Beaubier, and he lets it down. Fortunately, when he made it to the grass, he's going to try and pick it back up, or he's going to try and get the heck out of Dodge. That was a pretty good job. Yeah, that was a pretty good job of saving it as well as he did. And that's tough on the man who sits 5th in championship points. Got bucked.
Just lost the rear end, got on the gas a little hard, and threw him off the side of the bike. And when he's doing that, he's trying to use that front brake as much as possible to try to get it slowed down before he has to jump off.
And at that point, he's leaning and just trying to keep that balance, and you got to lay her down somehow. 9 more to go. Travis Wyman actually in the mix much better today than he was yesterday, the 3rd bike in the picture.
Look at Hayden Gillum going to make a move in 3. He's did that a lot so far this weekend. And I looked at his trap speed that last lap, because it looked like on the straightaways where Travis is coming back. Good. Where he was losing it the most in that last lap, it really looked like his bike might have been running better that time, because his trap speed was just as good as the guys in front of him.
That was a good back and forth between those two. A little bit of a bobble from Gillum, but you go underneath somebody, generally you push wide. That's what happened with Hayden, and Travis was there to take advantage.
Yeah, and Michael Gilbert now takes the lead.
They keep doing it back and forth, and this is what you said. If you're Gilbert early on, or even Jeff May, you want to try and separate yourself from that pack so this doesn't happen, because honestly, think back. That rider in 5th, even though there's a little gap, these guys keep doing it. That 5th place rider is going to be in the mix really quick. Trying to cut in that air, kind of creating a draft. You pick either inside or outside. 9 times out of 10, you go to the inside. He does that, takes over position, Hayden Gillum. And just as I said earlier, when these guys battle, it's going to bring Max Girardo back in it, and he has. 5th is now just as good as 4th almost.
And Jeff May made the pass too, so a couple guys swapping positions there in 3.
And there goes Gillum again underneath Gilbert. Gilbert, you see a little blip of the throttle, and you can kind of feel it at that point when somebody's underneath you.
Yeah, he just went.
5-man battle coming down the switchback section, heading towards turn 7. Very important, sharp right-hander, takes you back uphill the end of this straightaway. Gilbert goes the inside. Gillum goes inside of him. Travis Wyman on the outside watching all of this go around. And you're good unless some of those guys make some contact and push you wide. Let's go down to Jason Wygand real quick.
Going to be interesting.
0 drops back to 6th in championship points. But again, there's a lot of time. Look at Hayden having to set it up. He was trying to guess what Michael Gilbert was going to do. And
on the outside,
is he going to make it stick?
Oh,
he ain't going to make it stick, is he? There ain't no way.
Well, he stayed on track at least.
Yeah, that was a win in itself, wasn't it? And he still stays in third. I mean, I thought Wyman was going to get him for sure. For the leader, the attempted pass, but he's just overcooked it here.
Indeed.
And right there, too, that one little stab you see, there was no way he could continue turning. He had to make an adjustment. Watch the 10 going underneath. I thought Travis Wyman had him here, and then there's why he didn't. He went flat track Willie for a while, and he almost got bucked out. Suzuki now in second, still knocking on the door, but he keeps having Hayden Gillum knocking on his back, his tail section.
I think Hayden feels like he's got the pace. Yesterday he was doing 25s.
I think Hayden feels like if I can get up in front, I can check out. I just got to get up in front, and it's just been too tight. It's not just one rider in front. It's always been two. He's actually close enough. He might be able to make a pass here.
I think he'll try to make his pass where he's made a lot. Look at him setting him up a corner early.
Going out to in and then dives. There's nowhere for Michael Gilbert to go.
Yeah, that was a perfect pass. And blocked him where he couldn't cut under also.
And you would talk about if you're back there, Jeff May watching in third. I mean, that was a telegraph. He was telling him that is exactly what was going to happen. You can maybe even make the pass the next time as well.
You could tell.
And I don't know, and this is the case, did Michael Gilbert and Jeff May, were they kind of laying back, Max Girardo up into third now, were they kind of playing it too conservative, or were they pushing and that's all they had? That's the question.
I'm not sure. I mean, Michael had a crash yesterday, so it might be. Jeff May's actually lost a couple spots. I'm not sure.
Something maybe. Oh, and then just low siding there and sliding out is Travis Wyman. He's got to pick it back up and still salvage points. The Tytler's BMW's trying to refire and take off, having to go through the starting sequence, and he went underneath and just laid her down and didn't have enough tire left.
And that's Gilbert's missing also.
What is going on?
You can see just how he's inside, trail braking. See the front end moving. It's too much speed. Look at him how long he tries to save.
So I didn't see Gilbert go down in front of him. So Gilbert in that same corner, in that same turn, was going down as we saw. I didn't see that the first time. Did you?
That's kind of weird. No.
Let's watch that again. Watch the rider in front. Oh, that's why. We didn't see it at an angle. Let's look at the other angle again if we can. Gilbert was down, and we were thinking about Wyman the whole time. Racing Suzuki. Best time yesterday is a 25.7. He got about 4/10 off of that, but he did not need it. Once he took the lead and had a little bit of separation, they started dropping behind him, and he just had to manage this race. And remember, Hayden Gillum still has a Medallia Superbike race on a different bike coming up later. Conserve that energy. I asked him yesterday, how was he feeling? He said, my body was okay. I'm ready to go. So he's going to be even more pumped up today. Hayden Gillum wins both races here at Virginia International Raceway.
That's great for that team as well.
Absolutely. Jeff May on the Vision Wheel, Discount Tire, KWS Honda, comes across in second. Saw him have a moment there where it looked like he was dropping back through the field. And Max Girardo, the PDR Motorsports Kawasaki, his first podium.